Welcome back, friends. Today we're reviewing the Air Jordan 1 Mid SE, also known as the Space Jam colorway. This colorway was popularized by Michael Jordan, wearing them in the 1996 movie Space Jam, featured on the Jordan 11. But here today we get to actually see these on this colorway on a Air Jordan 1. And while this colorway is landing on a Jordan 1 Mid SE Special Edition, Nike and Jordan Brand really didn't do much to promote this. Nothing about Space Jam at all. They just, like the description here, just very, very generic and default description. So, but as we go through the review, you'll see that this is clearly inspired by the Jordan 11 Space Jam. Very, very clear. So let's get on to the review and the unboxing. Starting with the box, we have the shiny reflective Wings logo box. I've seen this box before on my Jordan 1 and Jordan 2 special edition Kai 54 pairs. Pretty cool looking box. The official colorway on this is black, dark Concord, white. All right, so let's get these bad boys out. Just a basic plain wrapping paper. Ooh, I love that midsole. The icy midsole looks so good. Let's get these guys in here. All right. Yeah, nothing, no extra laces or anything like that, and this is it. No, this doesn't have any of the shoe tree or paper shoe tree. Oh, wait, this one has it on this side. Weird, maybe this is a restock. Not exactly sure why it's only on one shoe. That was kind of odd. All right, get that box out of there. And, well, these laces are all over the map here. Let's put these away. All right, there they are, the Jordan 1 Mid Space Jams. We'll get to the comparisons a little later with the Jordan 11, but clearly it's inspired by the Jordan 11 Space Jam. First off with the outsole over here. Nice, clear, icy tinted outsole with the white midsole. And then you've got the patent leather all around. And then in the middle, it's just your typical Jordan 1 mid leather, which is up there is a little bit soft, but mostly up. Oh, the tongue is a nylon tongue with the Jumpman logo, and most mids have a stitched on plate, but tongue tag, but this one is just embroidered on there. And design feature of the mids is they have one less lace hole, so a total of 7 lace holes per side. So that patent leather is a really good quality patent leather. It's very stiff, so it gives the shoe a lot of good support, just like a patent leather. But the the leather here is a typical harder Jordan 1 mid leather. It's probably the cheapest leather they have, but it does eventually break in. The tongue is a nylon tongue, and on the backing is just a foam backing. So this is just your very standard Jordan 1 mid material for the tongue. Again, just a little bit cheaper material than the high OGs that we're used to. Moving on to the insoles, you have the Jumpman in that Jordan 11 font. And then let me try to get these guys out. Oh, I think this is the ones with this is the one with the blue sticky backing. So as you wear them, the heat kind of activates it and kind of glues on there. So we've seen this midsole before, and even the Jordan 1 OG, the Spider-Man's particularly, but that's another one here. See if I can get this one out. So it's a little bit sticking, probably from heat from shipping or whatever. So there we go. So same material there. That's that sticky material, heat activated sticky material. So there's the Jumpman Jordan, which is something that we typically see on the on all of the Jordan featured on Jordan 11s with that font. So all right, let me get these guys back here. This is actually a bit of a fumble to get these things back here. It's very sticky at the bottom, so it's not easy to kind of put back in. So not really recommend taking them out, especially after you wear them. After you put them on, the heat activates it and it'll just rip everything apart. There you go. That's just your standard, the bottom of the shoe there. All right, let me try to get these things on. This is going to be a little bit clumsy. I apologize. Not easy to kind of get in there. All right, there they are. All right, let's get these guys laced up and see how they look. Yeah, usually at this point, I just think of what options I have for lace swaps to see how they would look with different color laces. But I think on this pair, it just clashes way too much. It's just a very black and white looking shoe, and maybe with white laces it might look okay, but it just really detracts from what the Space Jam's made of. So, all right, let's do some comparisons and see how it looks with the Jordan 11 Space Jams. All right, we've got two pairs here. We've got the 2016 remastered Jordan 11 Space Jam that we see here, as well as the 2024 low pair. But let's start off with the Jordan 11 Space Jam from 2016. So this is a brand new pair that hasn't been worn yet. This is actually I borrowed this from a friend of mine. So, right, so as you can see, like just a quick look at it, it's you can clearly see the inspiration on the Jordan 1 Mid Space Jam. Yeah, you can see the identical icy soles on the bottom right there with the white midsole. But one of the big differences is look at that, all that color contrast on the Jordan 11. You've got you just got a single blue on the Jordan 1, but you get the carbon fiber shank plate in black, and then the purple Concord purple, and whereas the Jordan 1 Space Jam only has single color. So it'd be nice to have multiple color to give it a little more contrast. On the back here you can see you have the 45 on the Jordan 11, but it's blank on the back side, so a little bit more plain on the Jordan 1, unfortunately. Whoops. Very clumsy hands today, apologize for that. And then if you look at the tongue, you've got the Jumpman in purple, but it's more blue. Let's see if I can get these together here. There you go. Like you can see that big difference in color. You've the Jordan 11 being blue and the Jordan 1 being more of a purple color. You see there's that Jumpman Jordan that's featured on all the Jordan 11s. The upper is done in this really nice soft mesh material with leather backing on the back here, and the first front half of the upper is you got the nylon tongue there on the Jordan 1, but yeah, that's a totally different material. And this mesh material is really nice. There's some improvements I can do to the Jordan 1. I love that. So it's basically nylon on the Jordan 1 and mesh on the other one on the Jordan 11. Let's take a look here. And, oh yeah, I forgot that you have a really cool shoe tree on this one. This is actually really cool. And Nike has switched to the move to zero, so a lot of paper shoe trees in there, but this is a proper plastic shoe tree wrapped in paper as well, so you don't scuff up the inside. But see if I can get up close. You can see all the sparkles. It's actually a really cool sparkle pattern on there. There you go. You can see that pretty clear there. We don't get anything cool like that anymore. It's all basically paper or cardboard for the environment's sake. Oh, this is going to be tough to get in here, so just skip this part over here a little bit. There we go. Skip the boring parts for you guys. All right, so let's take a look at the materials again there. The patent leather is pretty good. Perfect detail there. The 45, Jordan's number when he came out of retirement. Be nice if that was on the back there. And then you see that mesh versus leather. Would be nice if they did that in mesh on the Jordan 1, but I don't know why they didn't do that. Maybe for cost reasons. But definitely would have been nice to have that mesh. So one of the cool things, they should have really done a better box for this Jordan 1 Mid, because look at this box. You've got the 23, you've got the little pull tab there. Then you got the 45 branding on the box underneath the sleeve. There you go, 45. Then you open it up. There's more. There we go. Yeah, you get this really nice blue plastic cover. There's 11 on there, Roman numeral. And then underneath, more of that paper in 45. Look at that beautiful packaging. It would have been nice if they'd done a little more special packaging for these mid SEs, but probably because of cost, everything is just pretty basic on the Jordan 1 mid SE box. Just your default box. Well, I guess they got the special edition, a little bit of special edition box. All right, so now let's take a look at the low that came on 2024. This is actually a better comparison. Well, the box is, nothing really special, just your standard Jordan Jumpman box. Yeah, open her up, and well, a little bit fancier paper there, but again, nothing really special, no extra laces, nothing like that. So, just your very pretty standard basic box there. So now, if we go and compare these guys here again, you got the outsole, which is has that great contrast. Really wish that they done a little more on the outsole on the Jordan 1 mid there. And this is actually a better detail. Like, look at this. You put the Jumpman there, you can really put that right on there. It would look really great on the Jordan 1. So that's definitely an improvement that would have been nice to be on there to make it look a little nicer. And yeah, so if you look at side by side, that there's that hard leather versus the mesh, and then on the back there is the leather. The leather actually is pretty close on the back. It's just this leather here is just a very, very hard leather, typical of mids. You can see it doesn't really flex very well, and you got to break it in. The more you wear it, the better. The is very similar to the hardness of the patent leather. So yeah, there's that mesh again versus nylon tongue. And I know like the lace loops on the Jordan 11 there is in mesh. Oh yeah, that's an actually cool detail. See that it says Jumpman Jam. So like I said, the original sample said Space Jam on it. So kind of cool to see the mix of Jordan Jam on this one. And then of course on the low you've got the Jumpman logo. And then on the 2016 pairs, this one has a better view. You get the Nike Air in there. Versus they moved the Jumpman Jordan over to the insole of the Jordan 1 mid Space Jam there. So yeah, all right, put these guys away. I've got more comparisons lined up and a little bit of a rant, I guess, of people hating on the Jordan 1 mids. So let's put these guys together, and I'll grab a couple other pairs to talk about. So a lot of people just don't like the mids because they're cheaper, but they're, especially the SEs, I think they're great shoes. So we got a couple in the back there. But first things first, let's just take a quick peek what makes a mid and how it differentiates from the high OGs. So first things first is we take a look at the leather quality here. This is the only leather that's on here. It's a very stiff leather. It's it's just not very flexible. It does wear in eventually, but man, the first few wears are just really uncomfortable. Let's grab this is a pair of wash black high OGs. Look how soft that is. It's just much softer, so it's already almost pre-broken in. And then now you take a look at the other pairs of mids that I have here. Same type of leather. It's just very hard leather. My kids wore these a few times, and yeah, there you go. Same very hard leather. Just not very flexible. So just needs time to break in. My kids have worn these. Like you can see, they're used. I haven't worn them too much, but still need more wears before they break in. And one of the cool things they should have done is like, look how cool this box is. Some of the special editions for the mids is just amazing. Like this sneaker school box for kids, where they can just basically color their own, design their own Jordans with crayon or colored pencils to kind of make their own. So these are some of the sneaker school pairs, and I'll kind of bring up some of the other ones. Yeah, like the sneaker school pairs, like some of them actually have multiple colors here for the outsole. I'll just show you here. Yeah, it would have been really cool if they, like took some of, these design features, obviously not this crazy in terms of color, but add some of that purple and black carbon fiber look to the bottom of the outsole. This is more of a painted outsole. There's another pair here that actually has a translucent clear outsole here, and and just the design underneath it, just give it a little bit of contrast, would have looked really, really cool instead of just this plain outsole that they ended up with. Just a very basic. It's almost like they were lazy. Another differentiator that I never really understood is the number of lace holes. You have pull up my high OG as well back here. You have the high OG, 9 lace holes over there. but for all the mids, they just do 8 lace holes. It's just weird design to differentiate it to. So it's almost like Jordan Brand doing it to themselves to differentiate it too much that people started finding excuses to hate them. And then, of course, like some of these SEs, I know this 351 from the dunk contest, the timing board. You've got like really cool design that's basically on there. And then this other pair here, you've got like Michael Jordan's signature on it. You've got, his rookie year and his stats from his rookie year. Like lots of really cool details. I just wish they just put a little more effort in this. This Jordan 1 Space Jam would be so much more better with a little more of those details. With that being said, let's see how they look on feet. As usual, thank you very much for watching and following us. And let's look at some studio shots of the Jordan 1 Mid Space Jam SE. Yeah, great colorway. Could have been a little more detailed in designing this to make it look a little bit better and make it a little bit more special. A little bit lazy, but overall it's still a great looking shoe. There's that purple Jumpman there. And of course that icy outsole. So I love that outsole. That outsole is just beautiful. Gets dirty easy, but looks great. So once again, thank you. See you next time.